Today we're going to talk about the 7 things that you need to be successful as a musician. First off, if you like videos like this, subscribe below. I would love to get you notified every time I put out a new video, which happens on Wednesdays. My name is Rick Barker, former manager of superstar Taylor Swift, host of the Music Industry Blueprint podcast. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about what I feel are the 7 steps necessary. Now, there's probably more, but if you take care of these are going to get you in the right direction. So first and foremost, it's the quality of music. The reason the quality of your music is so important is because as you start putting it out into the world on Spotify and iTunes, you are competing against major label artists. You are competing against independent artists. You are now trying to stand out in a very crowded space. So the quality of your music with the lyrical content, the production, depending on what genre of music you're in. If you don't understand what genre means, it's if you're a country artist, is your music competitive in the country space? If it's hip hop music, pop music, rock music, whatever it is, you want to make sure that your music has quality. Now, if you would like to share with us the quality of your music, down below in the comments, go ahead and put a link to your Spotify channel. Go ahead and put a YouTube video link. Let us check it out for ourselves. We love to go in and explore new things. So you can put your music down in the comments below. Number 2 is a website. Now, a lot of people are asking, wait, Rick, shouldn't? No, you shouldn't. A website is so important. But I use Facebook as my website. I do everything on social media. Well, you don't own Facebook and you don't own social media, but you do own your website. Having a professional website can help you stand out as well. When people hear your music, we got the quality of music, that was number 1. Once they hear your music and they start to search for you and explore for you, you want to make sure that you look as pro as possible. I like to use Bandzoogle. Is a great website builder for musicians. They have a lot of things that musicians need, from playlist and tour dates and things like that. So check out Bandzoogle, but go ahead and make sure that you have a quality website. Number 3, I'm going to make this one a surprise. An email list. Why is an email list so important? Because once again, not every person sees your post, but every person who's on your email list receives your email. Now it's up to you whether you get your email opened or not. My dear friend Cheryl B. Engelhardt has a great program on email marketing for musicians. But what we want to remember is that you're just not shooting out your emails constantly trying to promote yourself. You're getting your audience involved. You're starting to find out things about them. You're letting them know about the things that are relevant. When you release new music, when you release new videos, if you want to give them some behind the scenes footage, maybe share some unreleased music with them, the best way to make sure that they see it is by getting it to them through an email. All right, let's go to number 4. Of course, you know I would say this: social media. You need to be present on social media, and you need to make sure that you're sharing your music on a daily basis on social media. With Spotify and iTunes, they give you the ability to do that. If you haven't seen my video on Instagram yet, I show you how to take your Spotify song and share it across Instagram. You can also share it across Twitter. You can share it across Facebook. It's super simple, but you need to be showing up daily on your social media platforms, helping people get to know more about you, sharing your story, taking them behind the scenes in the studio, whatever it is. Make sure that you've got a social media presence, and make sure on your website that they not only can go hear your music, but they can also link to your social media profiles in order to follow you. The next one is music on the platforms. What I mean by the platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. These platforms are now where consumers find their music. So you need to make sure that your music is there. The best way to do that is to work with a company like CD Baby. CD Baby can make sure that your music gets distributed to all the platforms that are available for you to have access to worldwide. In the description below, we're going to have links to all of these references that I make to you. So go ahead and do that. And by the way, while you're down below, don't forget to put your music, because we would love to hear it, in the comments. The number 6 is an experienced team. When you decide you want to put your music out into the world, you're now putting your music out into the world with the superstars that you ultimately want to compete with at some point. So you are competing not only against them, but you're also competing against their teams. Now, if they work or are signed to a major label or an independent label, some of them have a lot of resources. You're doing it all on your own most of the time. So you're going to have to compete against them. You're going to have the same experience. You want to have the same marketing expertise as them. You need to associate yourself with people that can do that for you. So make sure that you've got an experienced team. The key for you as the artist is to make sure that you're creating the content for all of these platforms. Make sure that you're giving the proper music for the websites, the stuff that we're sending out on the email list, the content that's going to go out on your social media, the music that's going to go out on your platforms. Your team is going to help you get it all organized and get it all put together so that you can get it out there. But people like CD Baby, they are your team. Your manager is part of your team. If you have an assistant that's helping you out, they're a part of your team. But it's super important that you've got an experienced team that can help you not have to do this all on your own and get it out there into the world. And the last thing that you need to have, work ethic. That is the one quality that I can't teach. That's the one quality that Taylor brought to the table. All these other things we can teach you how to do. All these other things helping you get better with your vocals, write better songs, making sure that your website's correct, making sure you know how to do proper email marketing and social media marketing. Those are all things that we can teach, but we can only teach it to the artist that has proper work ethic. You need to understand that this is a business, and a lot of talented people are getting outworked by people less qualified. I don't want that to be you, okay? I want you to take a look at this again. 7 things: quality of music, your website, your email list, social media, music on the platforms, an experienced team, and work ethic. If I can help you with any of these, I would love to do so. I would also love to figure out if you're maybe ready for a manager. Maybe a manager is the next person that you want to add to your team. Go down in the description below and you're going to see a link to managemymusiccareer.com. It's going to give you a chance to take an artist assessment. Kind of lets me know where you're at right now. More importantly, it lets you know where you're at right now so that you can figure out what the next steps are. And you'll be invited to a free training, and I will show you exactly what it is that a manager does, when's the time to get a manager. A lot of different scenarios I share, including some Taylor stories and some different strategies that we used to help prepare her are also inside that free training, but you'll find all that information in the description below. Also too, like this video, hit the bell, get a notification every time I put these videos out. I want you to know about it because the tools and tips and tricks that we're sharing with you are going to help you take your music career to the next level. I'm Rick Barker. I'll see you in the next video.